Quintus Fulvius Flaccus was a plebeian consul of the Roman Republic in 179 BC. Because of his successes in Spain and Liguria, he celebrated two triumphs. Although his political career was a success, he was plagued by controversy and suffered a mental breakdown that culminated in suicide. Early career. As curule aedile in 184 BC, Fulvius Flaccus created a furore by actively campaigning for the praetorship vacated by C. Decimus Flaccus, who died early in his term. The holding of two magistracies in a single year was prohibited, and Fulvius further violated decorum by campaigning signed toga candida. As a magistrate, he was required to wear the toga praetexta and not the pure white garment of a candidate. The Senate was so opposed to Fulvius holding another curular office that it refused to hold elections. As praetor in Hispania Ulterior in 182, he waged war successfully against the Celtiberians, capturing Urbicua. His imperium was extended for 2 years as proconsul. In 180, he requested but was denied permission to bring his army home. He won another victory against the Celtiberi and earned a triumph. Consul and censor. Fulvius was consul in 179, his colleague was L. Manlius Acidinus Fulvianus, his brother by birth. They were assigned the province of Liguria. During this period, many Ligures were being forcibly moved from their land and relocated to central Italy. Fulvius effected the resettlement of Ligurians from the mountains. He also helped block immigrants from Transalpine Gaul from settling in northern Italy. For these activities he was awarded a triumph. He fulfilled a vow for his victories in Spain by building a temple and holding games. His building of the temple was to prove faithful. Fulvius was censor in 174 BC with A. Postumius Albinus Luscus. They expelled 9 members from the Senate, including Fulvius's own brother, and downgraded the rank of several knights. They named M. Aemilius Lepidus Princeps Senatus. The censors also carried out an extensive building program in Rome. Fulvius undertook additional projects in Passorum, Funda, Potentia, and Sinuessa. The Augustan historian Livy says that when Fulvius built his temple to Fortuna Equestris, he stripped the marble tiles for it from a temple of Juno Laecinia. The temple of Fortuna Equestris was dedicated in 173. Vile death. In 180, Fulvius had been admitted to College of Pontiffs, a lifetime appointment. Livy notes his priesthood in reporting the vile manner of his death. The next morning, the household slaves found him hanging by a noose in his bedroom. Although Romans regarded suicide as honorable in some circumstances, Fulvius's was seen as evidence of his mental instability. Livy says that grief and fear overwhelmed his mind. Rumor had it that the wrath of Juno Laecinia had driven him mad. The Senate, according to Valerius Maximus, then had the marble tiles returned to the original temple to undo the deed of an impious man. The Via Fulvia is attributed to him, but doubtfully. This Q. Fulvius Flaccus should not be identified with the man of the same name who was suffect consul in 180 BC.